Imagine a world where the divine is not above us, but within us. Ludwig Feuerbach invites us to reconsider the very nature of God and religion. Ludwig Feuerbach was a philosopher ahead of his time. Born in Germany in 1804, his work challenged deeply held beliefs. He lived in a period marked by religious fervor and philosophical inquiry. This environment, both stimulating and restrictive, shaped his thinking. Feuerbach's ideas about religion were radical for his era. They cost him dearly in academic and social spheres, yet his courage to question remains influential today. Feuerbach's most significant contribution was his critique of traditional theology. He turned conventional religious thought on its head. His central claim was simple but profound. God, he argued, is not a supreme being. Rather, God is a projection of humanity's own desires and ideals. This idea stems from his thorough analysis of religious doctrines. He saw these doctrines not as divine truth, but as human constructs. They reflect our hopes, fears, and dreams. This perspective was revolutionary. It shifted the focus of religious study from the divine to the human. Feuerbach's work suggested that understanding religion requires understanding humanity. His insights opened new paths for interpreting religious texts and beliefs. They encouraged a more personal and introspective approach. People began to see religion as a mirror of their inner world. Feuerbach's thoughts were crystallized in his seminal work, The Essence of Christianity. Here he delved into the nature of God and human psychology. He explained how the attributes we assign to God are, in fact, human qualities writ large. For example, consider the idea of an all-knowing God. Feuerbach argued this is an idealization of human intelligence. Similarly, the concept of an all-loving deity mirrors our deepest wish for unconditional love. Through this lens, theology transforms into anthropology. It becomes the study of human nature rather than divine mysteries. Feuerbach's insights suggest that our understanding of God reveals much about ourselves. This approach allows for a deeper, more meaningful engagement with religion. It invites individuals to explore their own desires and ideals. Critics of Feuerbach's ideas have not been silent. Many argue that he reduces God to mere human psychology. They claim he strips religion of its transcendental essence. However, Feuerbach defended his stance robustly. He believed this projection theory offers a crucial insight. By recognizing God as a projection, we gain self-awareness. This awareness, he argued, is vital for personal and societal growth. Feuerbach saw his work as a tool for empowerment. It encourages individuals to reclaim their spiritual lives. Understanding projection does not diminish faith. Instead, it enriches it by grounding it in human experience. This perspective fosters a more authentic relationship with the divine. Feuerbach's ideas compel us to ask profound questions. If God is indeed a projection, what does it reveal about humanity? What do our religious beliefs say about our collective desires and insecurities? These inquiries drive us to look inward, challenging us to confront our true selves. They highlight the intricate relationship between faith and the human condition. As we explore Feuerbach's radical insights, we step into a new realm of understanding. It is a place where divinity and humanity intersect. His work encourages us to see religion not as a set of rigid doctrines, but as a living, breathing reflection of our inner world. It invites us to explore the essence of our beliefs with openness and curiosity. Feuerbach's impact on philosophy and theology is undeniable. His ideas continue to provoke thought and discussion. They remind us that questioning is a vital part of faith. Through his lens, we see the divine in a new light, one that is both challenging and enlightening. Join us in contemplating these ideas further. What do they mean for us today? How do they shape our understanding of religion and ourselves? Feuerbach's legacy invites us to embark on this journey of discovery. Critics argue that Feuerbach reduces God to mere human psychology. They contend that such a reduction strips religion of its transcendence and mystery. Yet, Feuerbach stood firm in his defense. He did not see this reduction as a diminishment. Instead, he argued it offered a critical insight into human nature. Understanding projection, according to Feuerbach, enables deeper self-awareness. This process of recognizing our projections onto the divine is not a dismissal of faith. Rather, it is a pathway to personal enrichment and understanding. By identifying the human traits we attribute to deity, we gain insight into our own nature. This awareness can lead to spiritual and personal growth. Feuerbach's conclusion is not merely a critique. It is an invitation to reflection. If God is indeed a projection, what does this reveal about humanity? What do our religious beliefs say about our collective desires and insecurities? These questions prompt us to look inward. They challenge us to confront the truths about our own nature. Feuerbach's insights encourage a different perspective on faith. This perspective does not view faith as blind adherence to dogma. Instead, it sees faith as a dynamic interplay between the divine and the human psyche. It presents religion as a mirror, reflecting the depths and complexities of human nature. This perspective invites individuals to engage with religion in a more meaningful way. It suggests that understanding the divine involves understanding ourselves. This self-awareness can lead to a more authentic spiritual experience. It fosters a relationship with the divine that is grounded in reality, yet open to the mysteries of existence. Feuerbach's work continues to provoke dialogue. It challenges traditional notions of divinity and faith, yet it also offers a profound opportunity for personal insight. His ideas push us to consider the origins and implications of our beliefs. They encourage a more introspective and personal engagement with spirituality. The implications of Feuerbach's projection theory extend beyond theology. They touch on the broader aspects of human existence. They invite us to question how our ideals and fears shape our worldviews. This inquiry is not limited to the religious sphere. It applies to our understanding of morality, society, and self-identity. In contemplating Feuerbach's insights, we are led to a broader understanding of human nature. His perspective opens new avenues for exploring the human condition. It encourages us to embrace the complexity of our desires and fears. It highlights the interconnection between our internal landscapes and external beliefs. Feuerbach's legacy is a testament to the power of questioning. It illustrates that challenges to traditional thought can lead to new understandings. His work remains a significant part of philosophical discussions on religion and human nature. It serves as a reminder that faith and reason can coexist in the search for truth. The exploration of these ideas is an ongoing journey. It invites us to continually reassess our beliefs and their origins. Feuerbach's insights push us to look beyond the surface of religious doctrine. They ask us to engage with the deeper psychological and existential questions. As we reflect on these ideas, we consider their relevance today. What do they mean in the context of modern society? How do they influence our current understanding of religion and self? These questions remain pertinent as we navigate the complexities of contemporary life. Feuerbach's work challenges us to embrace a more reflective approach to faith. It invites us to explore the connections between our human experiences and religious beliefs. It encourages a dialogue between the divine and the human, grounded in mutual understanding and exploration. Join us in our next essay. We will delve into another provocative philosophical perspective on religion and human nature. We will continue this journey of inquiry, seeking deeper insights into the interplay between belief and humanity. Thank you for listening. We look forward to exploring more ideas with you soon. 19th century Germany was a crucible of dynamic socio-political and intellectual currents. The period was marked by the aftershocks of the Enlightenment, which had elevated reason as a guiding principle. This was also a time of growing industrialization, which brought about significant social change and economic development. Amidst these transformations, Hegelian philosophy became a dominant force in the academic and cultural landscape. Georg Wilhelm Friedrich Hegel, a towering figure of German idealism, proposed that reality and history unfold through a dialectical process. This process involved the conflict and resolution of contradictions, ultimately leading to the evolution of ideas and society. Young German thinkers, including Ludwig Feuerbach, engaged deeply with Hegel's ideas, though they often diverged in their interpretations. Feuerbach was part of the Young Hegelians, a group that sought to critique and extend Hegelian thought. He was particularly interested in how human consciousness and self-awareness could be understood outside the confines of idealism. In this milieu, scientific rationalism was on the rise, emphasizing empirical evidence and observable phenomena. This shift challenged traditional religious and metaphysical explanations of the world. Understanding this backdrop is crucial for grasping Feuerbach's radical proposition. In the next section, we will explore how Feuerbach viewed faith as a psychological projection, reshaping the discourse on religion and the divine. Feuerbach's theory posits that religious beliefs are projections of human desires and fears. According to Feuerbach, God is a mirror reflecting human nature. The traits attributed to divine beings often embody idealized human qualities. This process, he argues, allows individuals to externalize their aspirations and anxieties. For instance, in Christianity, God is often described as omnipotent and benevolent, traits humans might wish to possess. Similarly, the concept of an afterlife addresses the human fear of death, offering comfort. Feuerbach suggests that gods serve as personifications of what humans consider virtuous or powerful. Another example is the notion of divine justice. This embodies the human desire for moral order and fairness, even when absent in earthly life. The significance of prayer can also be seen through this lens. It becomes a dialogue with an idealized self, rather than communication with an external deity. Feuerbach's projection theory thus reinterprets religious rituals and symbols as expressions of human psychology. This perspective invites us to consider religion as a reflection of our deepest needs. In the following section, we will delve into the critiques of Feuerbach's theory and the counter-arguments that emerged, further enriching the dialogue on faith and reason. Critics of Feuerbach's projection theory argue that it overly simplifies the complex nature of religious belief. By reducing faith to a mere psychological phenomenon, Feuerbach is said to disregard the possibility of genuine transcendent experience. One of the main objections is that his theory fails to account for the diversity and depth present in religious traditions. Critics suggest that religion involves more than just psychological needs. It encompasses communal practices, moral frameworks, and spiritual experiences that transcend individual projection. Additionally, theologians argue that Feuerbach's approach overlooks the metaphysical claims made by many religions. By interpreting divine entities as mere projections, he is accused of dismissing the spiritual and transcendent dimensions that many believers consider central to their faith. This reductionist view is seen as neglecting the profound mysteries that religions attempt to address. Another critique highlights the risk of conflating subjective experience with objective reality. Critics question whether Feuerbach's theory can adequately explain the sense of divine presence reported by believers across cultures. Despite these critiques, Feuerbach's ideas have spurred important discussions. As we explore Feuerbach's responses to these objections, we will uncover how he defended his view in light of these challenges, engaging deeply with the ongoing dialogue between faith and reason. Feuerbach addressed criticisms of his theory with careful consideration. He argued that identifying religious beliefs as projections of human desires does not strip them of value. Instead, he saw this as a way to understand the true nature of spiritual experiences. According to Feuerbach, acknowledging the human origins of religious ideas can enhance, rather than diminish, their significance. He maintained that religion, when viewed as a reflection of humanity, offers profound insights into human aspirations and moral values. Feuerbach insisted that the essence of religion lies in human nature itself. He believed this perspective could liberate people from dogmatic constraints. By recognizing the anthropomorphic elements of theology, individuals might achieve a more authentic spiritual connection. Rather than undermining faith, Feuerbach suggested that his approach could deepen one's personal understanding and appreciation of religious concepts. Furthermore, Feuerbach responded to the accusation of reductionism by highlighting the richness of human attributes projected onto the divine. He viewed this as a testament to the creativity and complexity of human consciousness. This perspective offered a way to bridge the gap between abstract theological concepts and tangible human experiences. In the next section, we will explore how Feuerbach's ideas influenced modern thought, tracing the ripple effects of his philosophy across various disciplines. Feuerbach's ideas have profoundly influenced modern thought, particularly in the realms of philosophy, psychology, and theology. His assertion that gods are projections of human traits laid the groundwork for existentialist thinkers like Jean-Paul Sartre and Simone de Beauvoir. They embraced the notion that individuals create their own meaning in a universe devoid of inherent purpose. This existentialist view aligns with Feuerbach's emphasis on human autonomy and creativity. In psychology, Feuerbach's projection theory resonated with figures like Sigmund Freud, who proposed that religious beliefs stem from deep-seated psychological needs. Freud's idea of religion as an illusion designed to fulfill emotional desires mirrors Feuerbach's view of faith as a reflection of human nature. In theology, Feuerbach challenged traditional doctrines by encouraging theologians to reconsider the human aspects of divine concepts. This led to the development of humanistic theology, which emphasizes the ethical and moral dimensions of religious belief over supernatural elements. Theologians like Paul Tillich and Rudolf Bultmann reinterpreted Christian concepts with a focus on human experience and existential analysis. Feuerbach's legacy endures in contemporary discussions on the nature of belief and on the role of religion in society. His insights continue to provoke debate and inspire new approaches to understanding spirituality. In the next section, we will delve into Feuerbach's impact on the science of religion. Ludwig Feuerbach's projection theory laid a critical foundation for the scientific study of religion. By proposing that gods are manifestations of human qualities and desires, Feuerbach shifted the analysis of religion from theology to anthropology. His ideas influenced later thinkers who sought to understand religion through a scientific lens. Sigmund Freud, for instance, built upon Feuerbach's concept of projection in his psychoanalytic interpretation of religion. Freud viewed religious beliefs as illusions stemming from deep-seated psychological needs. He suggested that religion fulfills desires for paternal protection and moral guidance. Feuerbach's emphasis on human psychology as the root of religious experience paved the way for such interpretations. Emil Durkheim, another key figure influenced by Feuerbach, approached religion sociologically. Durkheim argued that religious beliefs and practices reflect the social structures and collective consciousness of a society. He saw religion as a social fact, which plays a crucial role in maintaining social cohesion. Feuerbach's idea that religion mirrors human nature resonated in Durkheim's analysis of how societies forge their sacred symbols. Feuerbach's projection theory thus served as a catalyst for the scientific exploration of religion. It encouraged thinkers to investigate how religious phenomena express human needs and societal dynamics. This reflection leads us to consider how religion acts as a mirror to human nature, a theme explored through case studies in the next section. One illustrative case is the concept of heaven in Christianity. Feuerbach argued that this belief mirrors the human longing for justice and happiness. In a world where suffering is prevalent, the idea of heaven offers solace and hope. It satisfies the emotional need for a place where wrongs are righted and happiness is eternal. This reflects a human tendency to project desires for a perfect world onto a divine realm. Another example can be found in the Hindu concept of karma. This belief system resonates with the psychological need for moral order and personal responsibility. By positing that actions have consequences across lifetimes, karma addresses a deep-seated human desire for fairness. Feuerbach suggested that such beliefs are rooted in human experiences of injustice and the aspiration for a balanced moral universe. In Buddhism, the practice of meditation can be seen through Feuerbach's lens as fulfilling a human need for inner peace and self-understanding. The focus on mindfulness reflects a universal quest for self-awareness and tranquility. These case studies underscore Feuerbach's view that religious practices are not random, but are deeply entwined with human nature and cultural contexts. In the next section, we will explore the role of self-awareness in spirituality, diving deeper into how introspection informs religious experience. Ludwig Feuerbach posited that self-awareness is crucial to authentic spirituality. By understanding oneself, individuals can engage in more meaningful spiritual practices. Feuerbach argued that religion often serves as a mirror, reflecting human desires and fears. When believers project their inner world onto divine beings, they inadvertently reveal their deepest concerns and aspirations. This projection, according to Feuerbach, can obscure true self-understanding. Embracing self-awareness allows individuals to peel back these layers of projection. This process encourages them to scrutinize their beliefs and motivations. By doing so, one can uncover the underlying human needs that shape religious faith. Feuerbach believed that such introspection could lead to a more profound appreciation of spirituality. It shifts the focus from external worship to internal exploration. A key payoff of this approach is the potential for personal growth. By recognizing that divine attributes are human ideals, individuals can strive to embody these qualities themselves. This pursuit of self-improvement aligns closely with the core tenets of many spiritual traditions. It fosters a sense of personal responsibility and ethical living. As we transition to the next section, we will examine Feuerbach's legacy in contemporary religious dialogue. How does his emphasis on self-awareness continue to shape modern spiritual practices and debates? Feuerbach's legacy in contemporary religious dialogue remains significant. His assertion that religion is a human projection offers a framework for understanding diverse faiths as reflections of human experience and aspiration. This idea underpins much of today's interfaith dialogue, where mutual understanding is pivotal. By recognizing that each faith might express universal human concerns in different forms, participants in these dialogues can foster respect and empathy. In interfaith discussions, Feuerbach's ideas encourage individuals to see past doctrinal differences. They focus instead on shared values, such as compassion, justice, and community. For instance, when Christians, Muslims, and Buddhists engage in dialogue, Feuerbach's insights can help them appreciate how each tradition embodies the human search for meaning and connection. Moreover, Feuerbach's emphasis on the human element of religion aids in addressing contemporary issues like secularism and religious pluralism. In an increasingly interconnected world, his perspective can help bridge gaps between religious and non-religious communities. It highlights how all systems of belief aim to address fundamental human needs. As we move to the final synthesis of integrating faith and reason, we consider how Feuerbach's philosophy continues to inform this integration. His ideas challenge us to balance spiritual insights with rational inquiry, fostering a more holistic understanding of faith. Feuerbach believed that faith is a deeply human endeavor, rooted in our innate desires and aspirations. By perceiving religious beliefs as projections of human qualities, he proposed that faith can enrich our comprehension when analyzed through reason. Reason, in turn, is a tool that can refine and deepen faith. In his view, the pursuit of truth requires both emotional engagement and critical analysis. This dual approach allows individuals to explore the profound questions of existence without abandoning empirical scrutiny. Feuerbach's synthesis encourages a dialogue between faith and reason, promoting a more comprehensive understanding of human nature. He suggested that when we scrutinize religious concepts with rational thought, we demystify them, revealing their essence as reflections of human experience. This process does not diminish the value of faith. Instead, it elevates it by aligning it with our quest for knowledge. The harmony between faith and reason acknowledges their unique contributions to understanding the human condition. This balance allows for a constructive exploration of spirituality as both a personal journey and a collective cultural phenomenon. Feuerbach's legacy illustrates that by integrating faith with reason, we enrich both realms, advancing toward a unified vision of truth and meaning. As we delve deeper into this dialogue, new pathways of thought emerge, leading us to consider the future possibilities of this synthesis. In contemplating the future of spirituality and reason, we stand at the crossroads of tradition and innovation. The dialogue between faith and reason is not static. It is a living conversation that evolves as our understanding deepens. As we continue to explore this intersection, we are invited to question, to learn, and to grow. This ongoing journey challenges us to bridge gaps, to find harmony where there once was discord. It asks us to imagine a world where thought and belief coexist not only peacefully, but also productively. The potential for such a synthesis lies within our willingness to embrace complexity and to remain open to the unknown. By doing so, we honor the legacy of thinkers like Feuerbach who dared to imagine the boundaries of human understanding. Thank you for joining this exploration. In our next essay, we will examine how another philosopher approaches the concept of morality. We look forward to sharing more insights with you.